Bienvenidos, mis amigos. Welcome back to Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. He gonna lawyer your face off. It has been the longest day. Oh my goodness. I am a very tired boy. But I had plans to stream today. They all got ruined. I wanted to start this morning and stream all day, but no. Life had other plans. Okay, let me get this pulled up. Ooh. So despite my exhaustion, I'm gonna stream. And I do want to stream something else after this. Don't know what. But I might do some Subnautica or something. I don't know. Phoenix Wright's not going to be super long because my voice is killing me today. It's one of those things where, like, I think I'm getting sick again. I better not be. And, like, today I had this event come up that I promised my roommates that I would help them with. But it was supposed to be tomorrow. And then all of a sudden today, he comes to me and says, bro, I didn't realize today was the 25th. I'm like, oh, don't you. He's like, yeah, we gotta be there in 3 hours. I'm like, oh my fucking god. Duh! But because I'm such a cool bro, I don't let my bros down. So I helped. And of course, my ass didn't sleep last night because I'm like, I got all day to stream. I don't care. I don't need to sleep. And then I didn't sleep. Did very taxing activities for hours. And then I'm here to play a little bit of Phoenix Wright for you. And then I'm going to stream something else because something where I don't have to talk so much. Because I do want to stream. But I do not have the energy. I will do my best for you, though. Just for you, because I made you wait so long, and life was mean to both of us. Not letting me play when I had the energy to play, and all that. And so, I'm gonna crack open a Red Bull, too, because I'm running on fumes. Oh, today was so long, and it's fucking snowing, so everything took longer because of snow, because the drive far distance. Ugh. It's like one thing after another. I shouldn't complain so much. This is not what people are here to see. People are here for Phoenix Wright, not to hear about Shilova-kun's shitty day. But I just want you set the expectations. I'm glad it's a court day too. That's good because if it was an investigation day, I'd be like, ugh, I don't want to click on stuff. So yeah, I'm gonna do some court day stuff for you, my friends, and then I need to eat after, and then we'll do some Subnautica or something. Oh man, okay. Hang on. Oh my god. I literally came in the door and I'm like, I'm gonna stream. It's late already. I was gonna start streaming at 11 this morning. Okay, I was gonna start at 11, but no. Oh no. No, because roommates can't tell. They can't read calendars. It's okay though. It's okay. Shilova-kun is a very forgiving boy. Phoenix Wright time. I'm sorry. I'm so tired. I haven't slept in 2 days, and I worked yesterday because I thought I was gonna and I have anything to do today. Because I was like, we don't have to deal with that fun fest until Wednesday. Oh my god. Okay. Game face, bro. Game face. And you get to see Mega. Wait, Piranha, did you watch the previous stream? Do you know what's going on? Did you get to see Maya the waitress? I hope so, because I'm too damn tired to explain what happened. But you should remember Maggie. You remember Maggie from the second game? I love Maggie. She's still having bad luck. because an imposter was her, God, I tried to set it up so well. Bad Phoenix made her go to jail. And now I'm good Phoenix. I'm good Phoenix. I'm gonna fix it. Oh, I see. I guess I should have expected this. Nobody saw the other guy, huh? But he was there when I took the coffee over, sir. Scout's honor. Oh boy. And of course everybody, we all ship Gumshoe, Cross, Maggie. I ship it so hard. And Gumshoe even admitted that he's got a crush on her. It's so fucking cute. Gumshoe needs a waifu. And I think Maggie's the perfect waifu for him. Ah! Detective Gumshoe! Are you doing alright? How you feeling? As if you need to ask either questions, sir. Oh, don't let them get you down, Maggie. And don't forget to eat well, okay? Roger. And you! Yes? You'd better square this case away, got it, pal? Maggie's innocent, you hear? If you screw up, then I'll be doing some squaring away myself. Squaring away some paperwork for your arrest! I think he's serious. Hey, detective, you're on our side for once, right? Yep. So, you'll be able to help Maggie out, right? Really? Can you, sir? Oh, of course! I've got the situation under control. I'm gonna be the first witness to stand on the stand today. If something I say doesn't mesh with the facts, you make sure you point it out, alright? Sure. Okay, we're forming a united front today, pal. You get me? Oh, it was convenient for you and your waifu. I can't tell you how grateful I am, sir. I've always admired you so much, detective. I know I can count on you. Looks like it should all go pretty smoothly today, huh? I can only wish. Oh my god. I'm trying to put my all into this voice acting. I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I have a headache. Shrek! Court is now in session for the trial of Maggie Bird. Let me take a pill here. That's good shit. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Maggie be like, see, I looked super cute in my not Maggie, Maya. Be like, I looked super cute in my waitress outfit, didn't I? I didn't get to help any customers, though. And Phoenix is like, well, you did help me, and you gave me a shitty lunch. Oh, and Maggie is there. She's like, yes, sir, she looked adorable. Just like that waitress outfit I used to wear when I had a job there. Ah, bitter. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. What's wrong? Nothing. It's just whenever I addressed you in the previous trial, your response was, "You talking to me?" It was a little intimidating. No, that wasn't me. That was the phony Phoenix. I see. So our trusty Phoenix Wright is back with us now, is he? Our trusty? So, Mr. Godot, your opening statement, please. Mr. Trite, whether you're a fake or the real deal, we will find out soon enough through today's trial. But I can already tell you, I'm the real Phoenix Wright! I wasn't questioning whether you are Phoenix Wright or not. I was questioning whether you had studied law or not. That's what I intend to find out. There's no denying it. Behind that mask is a man who really hates me for some reason or another. Shrek! As everyone's aware, the court has already given its verdict on this case once. Therefore, I won't stand for any irrelevant testimony during the retrial. Nor will I stand for any simple repetition of the evidence presented in the last trial. I'm not planning on repeating anything that phony me said. Trust me. Now then, Mr. Godot, please summon your first witness. Godot looks like Shilova-kun a little bit. I'll take that as a compliment. I'll be a cool guy. I wish my hair was that spiky, though. Let's start with the formalities, shall we? Name and occupation. Witness, state your name in the court. Huh? Oh, sorry, sir. The name's Police Department Detective. Occupation Dick Gumshoe. other way around, Detective. Oh, sorry. Anyway, I'm the officer in charge of this case since yesterday, sir. Since yesterday? Yeah, the guy who was on the initial investigation is tied up with another case now. I hope Gumshoe's really got everything under control. For everyone's sake. I see. So, Detective Gumshoe, would you outline the basic facts of the case? Yes, sir. The victim's name was Glenn Elg. He was a professional programmer. He was on the payroll of Blue Springs Inc., a local company. This is the victim's autopsy report. The court accepts this into evidence. Died of potassium cyanide poisoning. The time of death was between 1:30 and 2:30 p.m. Face cells, aka nose holes, start to bleed. I don't. Ew. Godat sips coffee, doesn't say anything. The judge is like, "Oh my god, where's she bleeding from?" Phoenix is like, I'm not sure. I didn't know plants could bleed. And Maya's like, "Oh no, husbando! Somebody call an ambulance!" And Pearls comes up with her little doctor's kit. She's like, "I'll take care of him." And everyone's like, "Aw, Pearls." And then she gives you a little band-aid and you feel better. And here are the floor plans of the restaurant. When the incident took place, the victim was sitting right here. The poison coffee was brought over to him by the waitress. The waitress being the accused. Yeah. The victim died from poisoning almost immediately after he took a sip of coffee. At the time of the incident, there were 2 other people in the restaurant. Mr. John Armstrong, the owner and chef. I don't know if it's Jean or is it Jean, but I call him Jean because he's French. And a regular by the name of Mr. Victor Kudo. Alright, still seems to be a very straightforward case to me. Très bien. Floor plans. Oh, anime style. With the blood spray. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I get it. Anime style. Come, detective. Take up this hammer and nail the defendant's coffin shut with your own 2 hands. Smack! Now then, Detective Gumshoe, let's have your testimony. Yes, sir. Poor Gumshoe. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. We understand that the guy, Glenn Elg, was listening to the radio at the time. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. And what we found was potassium cyanide. That stuff really packs a punch. And, well, it looks like, Miss Bird might have had, well, some kind of motive. Using the dark, aromatic depths of coffee to conceal the poison. Classy lady. The facts of this case seem to be ironclad. Mr. Wright, I would ask you to begin your cross-examination, but... Yes? Please no intimidation tricks this time around. Is that a shame? I already told you, that wasn't me! Why is everyone afraid of me? I say that like I don't already know. I know why everyone's afraid of me. But that wasn't me! Hang on, I forgot to bring up my Phoenix Wright fact. Here it is. Just in case we get stuck. Alright. When the incident took place, the victim was alone at his table, sir. Can I stop you for just a moment? What is it? Did I say something that contradicts the evidence? He's so desperate for that to be true, he's practically crying. Your testimony just now doesn't match the testimony given by Miss Bird. She claims that there was another man at the victim's table. Yeah, that's what she said. And what killer wouldn't say that when faced with a homicide conviction? Hey! Sadly, her testimony isn't supported by the owner or the other customer. Isn't that right, Detective Gumshoe? Yeah, it's true. There are two testimonies tied up on that. They both said there was no other guy at the table. What should I do? Should I press at this point? A little harder or not? Considering, yes. Well, maybe the other witness just missed him. Perhaps their view of the victim's table was obscured in some way. Huh. That argument is as weak as the coffee at Très Bien, Trite. I have here in my possession a ticket. A ticket? Looks more like a photo to me. Yes, a one-way ticket to Guiltyville. Population, the defendant. This is a photograph taken from near the entrance of the kitchen. This is the scene as witnessed by the chef moments after the poisoning took place, correct? I think the court will agree that with such a clear view of the scene of the crime. How, Mr. Trite, could anyone have overlooked a second person at the table? Smack! Alright, it certainly seems to show the victim's table extremely clearly. Oh, no! Your wooden prosthetic arms has wheel tool marks because it was chopped off. I need to weld it back on. What that? Prana, I can't keep doing so many reactions, or else I'm never gonna get through this. I gotta get through it. Is it like Sekiro? That's what Judge was saying. Hey, is it like that Sekiro ninja? And Phoenix like, what's a Sekiro? Pearl's like, oh, Phoenix, it's a really cool game. And Humaya's like, Pearls, you shouldn't be watching that game. We understand that the guy, Glenn Egg, was listening to the radio at the time. He was listening to his radio, you say? Yeah, he has a portable radio in his chest pocket. Maggie told us that too, didn't she? Something about how one of them had some sort of earpiece? What should I do? Should I press at this point? Man, is it gonna be like one of those where they're all just gonna yell at me? I guess. God, I don't want to get yelled at. I'm gonna get yelled at. I don't think we need to know anything else about the radio. I don't think so. No, I should leave it alone. I've got a bad feeling about where this is going. If you got a bad feeling about this, then maybe you should leave it alone. I once had a bad feeling that I was about to have a bad feeling, and it was really bad. Maybe I should move on to another part of his testimony. Traces of poison were found in his coffee cup. So, traces of the poison were found in the coffee cup and nowhere else? Not sure I get you, pal. Well, was the poison a liquid, or was it a powder? Well, if I had to put it in layman's terms, I'd say it was a powdery substance. So the poison could have been in anything that was on the table. Sugar, salt, pepper.
Objection!
Huh. Do you put salt and pepper in your coffee, Trite? The victim took his coffee black with no sugar. Well, it seems that the poison could only have been in the coffee. What should I do? Should I press this point a little bit harder? Well, are you absolutely certain that the victim even drank any of his coffee? Huh? Oh, what do you mean? Well, according to this file, the poison was found in the victim's coffee cup. But what proof is there that the victim ever drank any of it? Oh, hey, you're right. Oh, that's what I was... In case you were wondering, that last objection was for the detective there. Huh? For me? Oh, hey, you're right. You may be fooling the court, but I'm not falling for it. If you have the time to waste, you have the time to present that piece of evidence. That piece? Sorry. Yes, that piece. What piece was that again? This. Should I be grateful for this coffee is only hot enough to give me first-degree burns?
Oh, now I remember. This is the victim's coffee cup.
Yes, the victim's cup. Take a good look at the rim.
Oh yeah, so it's unmistakable. There's a coffee stain on it.
Conclusive proof that the victim did drink the poisoned coffee that was in his cup. The victim gulped down the bitter death that the waitress brought to him. Like this!
Whoa! Oh, for the record, the only prints on the cup were the victims and the defendants.
The coffee contained potassium cyanide, covered in the victim. Covered in the victim? Yeah, Shilova-kun, that's exactly what happened. The poison was in the coffee beans. Aha! So it was the monks that harvested it in the mountains of the Himalayas that did it.
Upon further investigation of this cup, we found a certain chemical substance. And what we found on with potassium cyanide, that's a really penalty punch.
Potassium cyanide. I've heard of that chemical before. Exactly how strong is this poison, detective?
Well, it's that's just lethal. Eat too much and your history.
How much is too much? Lethal dose is 0.2 grams. That's about enough to finish anyone off. 0.2 grams? How much is that?
Well, you know when you swab your ears for earwax? Yeah, about that much.
Earwax, huh? Sounds like something Gumshoe's got an abundance of.
Such a small quantity of poison could have been concealed anywhere. And it looks like Miss Boyd might have had some kind of motive.
Some kind of motive?
Well, yeah, but if you ask me, it's been blown way out of proportion.
You know what my golden rule is, detective? Sorry, I'm really stuffy, so I'm trying not to sniffle in everyone's ears. Chuck out a bad cup of coffee, and you always get another one.
Huh? I don't get it.
I'm saying, we can always get another witness on the stand if we have to chuck you out. So stick to the facts, detective. Now then, what was Miss Bird's motive? Come on, Gumshoe.
She was they say that she wanted to steal a lottery ticket.
I knew it. That's what we heard yesterday too.
Well, it disappeared from the scene of the crime.
And it wasn't just any lottery ticket. It was a winning ticket for $500,000.
Mr. Armstrong knew about the ticket too, didn't he?
But he stole the wrong one. Then, is it possible Maggie stole the winning one? What should I do? Should I press on this point? Oh, well, I guess we don't know how many tickets they took. We don't know. Wait a minute. The mere fact that the lottery ticket disappeared in no way implicates my client. Ha. I have here in my hand the very ticket in question.
What? That's the $500,000 lottery ticket? One of the female police officers found it when she was conducting a search of the defendant. What? Track! Smack! Order! Everyone shut up!
Ha! She's quite a lucky bird, our little waitress.
Your worship, that ticket to the court. Evidence to the court. Right now.
I better keep an eye on that ticket. The way the judge's voice is quivering. Winning ticket for $500,000 found during a body search of Maggie. That's a lot of coffee. Yeah, you're right.
The ticket was presented to the court in the previous trial too, but it feels heavier now somehow. $500,000, you say?
It's just a scrap of paper. What matters is where it was found, Your Honor. And that's on Maggie's person, unfortunately.
Smack! That's enough. The facts of this case seem to be overwhelmingly clear to me. The defendant had ample opportunity to commit the crime of which she is charged. Furthermore, it seems beyond reasonable doubt that she did indeed commit the crime.
I like an old man who knows the score.
Well, there's also the matter of the $500,000 lottery ticket. That alone provides a very credible motive. I mean, for that sum of money, even I might be able to attempt to bend the rules.
I don't mind an old man who's weak to the siren call of money.
Not good. Nick, the evidence against Maggie is starting to pile up fast. Yeah, that's because the court has ruled guilty once already.
I'd say it's about time to wrap up this repeat performance with one final, decisive piece of evidence.
Your arm okay? Touch the arm. Ouch, Maya, please stop. My brother is on the... What? Brother, he chopped my arm off with his bow and arrows. To take the witness stand, testify about this.
So what? That's just a heinous crime. Please, tell us more about it.
He's like, we're in the middle of a fucking murder trial. Goda just drinks his coffee. Overwatch? If you're asking if I'm going to play Overwatch next, no, I'm too tired for that shit. It's going to be Subnautica or Kingdom Hearts, probably. He's got more evidence against Maggie!
This is the apron that the delightful Miss Bird was wearing at the time.
Wow, that's not the cleanest apron I've seen. That stain looks like... It can't be blood, can it?
Huh. It seems the star of our little play was a little flustered. And somehow spilled coffee on herself.
Coffee? That's not exactly the first thing that caught my eye.
Of course, the coffee stain isn't the most interesting thing about this apron. No, there's something else that stands out even more.
Something else? I presume you mean...
Of course, I'm referring to the pocket.
The pocket?
A search carried out right after the incident uncovered this. Potassium cyanide, the very poison used by the killer, was in her apron pocket.
A bottle of poison in Maggie's pocket? Yeah, and Maggie's prints were the only ones on it. What?
Smack!
And Maya's like, Nani?
Order! That court will accept these items as evidence.
No, stop. Stop. There's too much.
Something's still bothering me. Mr. Godet, why have you not explained the bloodstain to the court?
Bloodstain? What bloodstain would that be?
Wait, don't play games, Punchker. The blood color stain is smeared all over the apron.
That's ridiculous. No one told me anything about bloodstain.
Pay attention, guys. It's super important. You don't need to be told. Just look at it.
Well, detective, could the stain really be blood?
No way, sir. It's just ketchup, sir. I say pay attention to it. Pay attention to the fact that Godot could not see the blood. Pay attention to that. Ketchup? She must have gotten some on her apron while taking someone to breakfast that day.
You could have spoken up a little sooner, Detective Gumshoe.
Pull a stunt like that again and I'll be drinking 17 cups of ketchup with us.
Oh. Well, I thought everyone knew what it was already.
Smack! Well, I haven't seen anything yet to make me doubt the last ruling I made in the case. The motive, the opportunity, and the supporting evidence, well, they have all been clearly established.
Also, we need Barbara to show up because I'm ready to play that game she asked me to play. So if she shows up, I'm going to play that game. Godot's colorblind? That... Kind of.
Well, Triton, it seems you really are a phony after all.
You really know how to drive a man nuts.
Witness, please continue your testimony. Describe for the court the crime scene and the findings of your investigation there.
Oh, they're making me do another one. Oh, the crime was reported at 2:25 p.m. by a kind of a scary old man, sir. Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her. The victim didn't have any identification on him, but we figured out who he was pretty quick, and then the investigation went smoothly.
When Maggie was searched, we found the lottery ticket and the bottle of poison. And that was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. Well, you identified the victim and secured your prime suspect. Very good.
Last chance to convince the court you're a real lawyer, Trite. Don't count on any more cross-examinations after this one. So, let the fun begin.
Why you hate me? Why you hate me? What did I do to you? I don't even know you. I don't even know you.
I don't even know you. Who do you know here, bruh? Who do you know here? I already know the contradiction for this one. But I don't know if I can... maybe I shouldn't. 'Cause I'm not sure if it's gonna work. Scary old man? Detective Gumshoe?
Well, there's an old man who's a regular at the restaurant where the incident happened.
Ah, we're obviously talking about the same old man.
Officers were dispatched right after the report came in, but the old guy made a fuss. What took you so long? And then he hurled them, abuse at them, and seeds. Sheech.
Huh. It was nothing. I caught each one with my teeth.
I guess not even the mighty Kodak could avoid being attacked by that guy.
The old man was the only other customer in the place at the time. He took his time finding a payphone, apparently, so he was late reporting the crime.
Poor Maggie had passed out from the shock. It must have been real tough for her.
How long was the defendant unconscious for?
Well, the officers got to the crime scene at around 2:40. Maggie was still out cold in the kitchen at the time. It took another 10 minutes or so before she came to. I would have liked to have been on the scene myself.
I bet you would have liked to have carried out the search too.
I would have loved to see Maggie asleep like that, all pretty and peaceful. You're a professional detective, Gumshoe, not a professional bird watcher.
Save the romantics for your own time, detective. All we need to know is about the investigation.
Oops, I guess I'm pretty red right now, aren't I? Well, the victim didn't have any identification on him.
He didn't have any. Are you saying that it was stolen then?
No, I don't think so. Well, the victim didn't have a driver's license or even a credit card on him, pal. All he had was 58 cents in his wallet.
58 cents?
Yeah, I can't believe I found someone with less in their wallet than me, pal. The victim sounds like he was a thoroughly miserable young man.
Or some kind of outlaw. Why not give him a bit of an edge?
I think I'm onto something here.
But we figured out who he was pretty quickly, and then the investigation went smoothly.
Wait a sec.
Huh? Did I say something dumb again?
Well, let me paraphrase what you just testified to the court. The victim didn't have any form of ID on him, and that's what you basically said, yes?
Well, yeah, basically.
In that case, how were you able to identify the victim so quickly?
Oh, that.
He's so let down, he's got the whole sagging shoulders and puppy eyes thing going.
Well, there was a prescription bag on the victim's table, along with the lottery ticket.
It seems Mr. Glidell visited his doctor before he went to Très Bien.
We got the victim's name from the medical records of the doc who prescribed the meds.
Well, that's a reliable enough source for the court. What should I do? Should I leave this alone, or ask her? So what sort of medicine was in the bag?
Well, actually, the bag we found was empty.
Huh?
Well, yeah, completely empty.
It was completely empty?
Ha! You're entering an empty paper bag as evidence? Desperate, are you, Trite? Now, what happened with the investigation after that, detective?
Alright. What is this fuckery? What is... He went to the doctor, went to the restaurant, and didn't have nothing?
He had nothing in his prescription bag? I don't think so. Something's fucky here, but I don't think I can prove it. I don't think I can prove it. At least not yet. Wait a sec.
Oh, did I see something dumb again?
Perfect. We just testified in the court. The victim. Oh, I just put the. I picked the wrong. I picked the same thing. Did I really? Oh God. But the defendant had been passed out for a while, correct? Well, in that case, isn't it possible someone planted the evidence on Maggie's pocket?
Oh, hey, yeah, you've nailed it, pal. Well, it happens to me all the time. We had a department party the other day, and when I got home, I was wearing the boss's shoes.
Keep up this crazy testimony, detective, and those shoes will end up down your throat.
Oh, sorry.
So trite. Someone planted the evidence in Maggie's pocket. That's a pretty bold statement. Care to back it up with some evidence?
Well, I'd love to if I had any.
It appears you have no evidence to support your theory, Mr. Wright. Continue with your testimony, witness.
Oh my God, Parada, and he showed up. It was a very good battle. Both of us were injured, but I clearly lost. Proof of me losing his arm, and now we'll weld it back together. His arm, and we're about to show you. We'll freak them out. That was it. There was nothing else missing from the crime scene. So the $500,000 lottery ticket and the bottle poison were accounted for? Well, yeah. Interesting. It's true that those two items were accounted for, but wasn't there another lottery ticket that was stolen that day?
Oh, yeah. Oh, the one that the restaurant owner took. Well, he won a whole dollar with it. What a lucky guy, huh?
And they're just gonna let him get away with it?
It was just $1, detective.
I guess no one cares when it's that little. Except for Gumshoe. If I don't find a hole in this testimony, the judge is gonna hand down his verdict. Gumshoe isn't giving us anything to work with. And we can't find any contradictions if he doesn't give us something. Yeah, that's true. But Maggie and Gumshoe are like dumb and dumber. Our only hope is that they were so dumb they missed something obvious. Come on, Gumshoe, be the dumbest you've ever been! Well, hang on. Nothing else is missing from the crime scene? But the fucking medicine. But the fucking medicine. Detective Gochu, I think I should point out something to you. There is just one small contradiction in your testimony.
Finally. I'm getting all anxious just waiting, so hurry up, will you?
Will you testify that nothing else was missing from the crime scene? However, the prescription bag you mentioned was empty. Did the officers recovering the medicine from the scene of the crime? Did they find it? Did they get it?
No, they didn't.
The victim was given a prescription right before going to Trey Bien. Where then did the medicine disappear to?
Oh, you're too cool, pal. Smack. What? Indeed. Due consideration wasn't given to the victim's prescription in the previous trial. Witness, why do you always overlook such vital pieces of evidence? I guess that's the most careless thing I've done so far, huh?
The victim was killed by poison, and the victim's medicine mysteriously disappeared. The victim's own prescription could have been the lethal poison itself.
Smackaroni! Order! Mr. Godot, what do you have to say to that?
That's all. What? Read for the court the name of the clinic on the prescription bag, if you will. What's the clinic's name got to do with anything? New ear otolaryngol auto. I'm so tired for that.
We just kind of want to end this. Where's the victim suffering from?
It was like ear medicine. Hardly an illness, Your Honor. More like a bitter war wound, you could say.
A war wound?
The day before the incident, Mr. Elk found himself in a fight. He took a blow to the side of the head and ruptured his eardrum.
Ew, he ruptured his eardrum? And then what on earth? Where's the prescription he's given?
It was a cream that was to be applied topically inside his ear canal, not to be ingested.
What? I can't catch a break!
It's mentioned in the autopsy report if you read the fine print. They found traces of the medication in the victim's left ear.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here it is. In very, very fine print. Hey, let me take a look. Let me take a look at it. Oh, I can't look at it.
It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of the medication while he was at Trilogy. Therefore, it would be absurd to believe that he would have eaten his medication.
Well, it seems that this medication is irrelevant to the case after all. No, no. Nick, if you don't think of something quick, it'll all be over. Oh, she's right. But I can't get away with any lethal injection. What?
Only moments ago, Mr. Goda made the following statement. It seems Mr. L correctly applied some of the medication while he was at Trilogy.
If that's the case, then why was the medication not found at the scene of the crime? But the medication in question was for topical use inside the ear canal.
That doesn't change the fact that it could not be found at the crime scene. However insignificant it may seem, it's a lawyer's duty to pursue the truth.
Objection!
You know as well as I do that the medication is irrelevant. It hardly seems likely that a prescription drug would contain potassium cyanide. It hardly seems likely that the coffee the waitress served would contain it either. But it did! The possibility is undeniable!
Smack! What? That's enough. Mr. Gordon, is the detective the only witness the prosecution wishes to call? Mr. Gordon.
I've got my own witness I'd like to call, sir. It's the old man who was there at the restaurant on the day of the murder.
Victor Kudo? The pigeon hater? Very well. The matter of the disappearing medication seems a little more than trivial at best. However, it wasn't explored at all in the previous trial. And that is something that bothers me. Yay! Good job, Nick! Smack! The court will adjourn for a 10-minute recess, after which we will hear the prosecution's next witness.
I suppose this means I'll just have to finish you off in my last 6 cups.
Court is adjourned for recess and pee breaks.
Whew, that was close. Tell me about it. I nearly died in there.
That's my line, sir. No, it's my line. I think I really did die a little bit. Looks like we all nearly died in there. I can't believe Detective Gumshoe. How can he betray us like that? Huh? He said he'd help me, but he totally set me up.
I don't think he meant to do that, Maggie. He was backed into a corner. I mean, the guy's got to do his job, right?
It's okay. I know all about lies and betrayal. I've had them my whole life. But it really hurt this time. It felt like someone punched me hard in the stomach. I hate that guy. I don't ever want to see him again. Oh, Gumshoe, no. Oh, poor Gumshoe. Oh, but I'm shipping him.
So, the next witness is going to be that old guy from the park, right? Yeah, Mr. Kudo. Lover, waitress, outfits, and projectile seats.
I bet he's gonna really be stubborn. I mean, he's pretty set in his ways, you know? Yeah, he's a big old grouch. Are you gonna be able to handle him, Dick?
Well, yeah, I can take whatever it throws at me, even though there's never any bird seeds.
Oh, I mean, Shrek. Court will now reconvene for the trial of Maggie Bird. Mr. Gordon, your next witness, please.
The prosecution calls the lucky old-timer who caught the show over a cup of coffee. Will the witness please take the stand? I'm so sorry that I'm stuffed, guys. I think I'm getting sick again. I hope not. Name and occupation, if you don't mind.
The name's Victor Kudo, born and bred in the land of the sun. Rising sun. Honor and duty, make me remind you, I can be quite emotional at times.
We don't need to hear about that, Mr. Kudo. Just tell me your occupation.
My occupation. Just listen, youngin'. How much do you think there is on a kimono embroidery here?
Kimono embroidery?
That's what I do. Get back in Japan, I embroidered family question kimonos. My ancestors were embroidering kimonos before this country even existed.
Wow, a real craftsman. They're dying green. Hey, maybe she can embroider my costume sometime.
Anyway, like I said, there is not much to demand for that kind of thing here. So I had to take a job working at a cash register at a burger joint, pretending to smile.
That burger joint would have been better off putting him in the kitchen.
Howdy, witness.
Were you in the restaurant at the time of the incident?
Oh, yes, I was eating some seeds over a cup of cappuccino.
Sheets?
What do you think this order
I see. So you saw everything that happened, Gramps.
Did I? Well, yes, sir. Yeah, listen, shut up.
Then, please, tell the court. We're all ears.
Sure. I'll tell you every last detail.
He's really getting into this. I hate it. I hate it so much. Steve releases him a face, take off his face, revealing a face that looks like the one above, but more scarred and bruised. He's a plant in a plant? Someone planted a plant in the plant?
The young man was reading a sports paper. Some girl brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it. The man took one sip of it, and it looked like he was in terrible pain, and then collapsed. That's the sorry girl, right there in the divisor. I remember her well.
Mr. Kudo, she's not a serving girl. Please refer to her as a waitress.
You're as bad as the rest of them. These newfangled words. What's wrong with the old-fashioned ones?
Newfangled?
This took radios and glasses and wireless and spectacles, I tell ya.
Excuse me?
Listen to me, everyone. Don't forget the old values. Don't let the good old days slip away.
Well, I think it's time to begin the cross-examination, Miss Wright. Yes, sir. I don't want it. I don't want it.
The young man was reading a sports paper.
Okay, well, so you saw the victim then? You saw Mr. Glenelg?
I wanted to know if Gooch and Braun retained his championship or not.
So he was looking at the sports paper the victim was reading, huh? There are partitions between tables on the same side of the restaurant, right?
So what if there are?
Well, if you say that you can see the victim, well, that means you were sitting at a table on the other side of the restaurant, correct?
I go to that place to drink cappuccino. I don't go to sit. I don't remember which table I was sitting at.
You mean you go there to eye the waitress? All the waitresses.
The serving girl brought him a cappuccino, but she put something in it.
Mr. Kudo, that's a very grave accusation. Are you sure about what you saw?
Well, Victor Kudo never makes a mistake. I got everything across my eye.
I see.
My eyesight's fine. The doctor said I only need spectacles for reading and driving.
I bet his eyes are only really fine when he's scoping out a waitress.
And I saw that serving girl putting the cappuccinos as well.
I bet I know what's coming up, and something tells me I'm not gonna like it. Oh boy. Your Honor, we need more clarification on what was put into the victim's coffee. I'd like to ask the witness to add what he knows about this to his testimony.
Well, I agree. Witness, will you enlighten us, please? Sure.
I should have read him as a Japanese guy. I don't know why I give him like his old white American guy voice. I should have given him old Japanese guy voice, but it's too late for me to change it. I can't change it now. You guys love it too much. I'm sure you guys hate it, but
there's no question about it. She very conspicuously put some white butter in there.
If you guys hate his voice, tell me. I'll change it. Did you really put that into the coffee?
You dummy boy! She took some small brown butter and sprinkled it in.
Couldn't she have been adding sugar?
Sugar in a small brown bottle like that. Like that? Witness, can you please describe the bottle in more concrete terms?
A bottle like this, perhaps.
Oh, there it is. That's the one. Oh, that's the bottle of potassium cyanide, I presume.
So, what did the accused put into the coffee? I think it's clear, don't you?
The man took one sip and it looked like he was in terrible pain and collapsed.
He took just one sip?
You youngins, you waste everything. Those cappuccinos cost $8. In the good old days, we would have drank every last drop in the cup and then died.
Congratulations, you have earned the title of baddest man to grace a courtroom. You like it? Well, think you lost one.
So it was an immediate death. Well, with potassium cyanide. I suppose that's possible.
Oh, yes, he slumped over without so much of a switch. I felt the cappuccino I just drank turn sour in my stomach.
Oh, yes, I know that feeling.
And the waitress, I presume she is... That's the serving girl right there in the defendant's chair. I remember her well.
You said, I remember her well, in reference to the waitress? Did she have any particular features you can identify her by?
Particular features, it's a disgrace what it is.
Sorry.
You can see all the way up her... You know, she's practically naked in that uniform.
So the particular feature you recognize about the waitress is that ass? But anyone could wear just such a uniform, even me!
Mr. Wright, please spare the courtroom any further mental anguish for that image.
Don't get all excited, Nick. You gotta keep yourself together.
I guess I got a bit carried away.
There were other things I recognize about her, too.
He seems pretty sure of himself. What should I do? Okay, I'll bite. Sure, you saw a waitress take the coffee over to the victim. But what matters is whether that waitress was Maggie Bird or not.
Quite right. Mr. Kudo, these other features that you recognize about the defendant, I would ask you to add them to your testimony. Sure. Well, there was a ribbon in her hair and her apron straps were loose.
You do seem to remember several details about her appearance. But what about the most crucial detail of all? Her face.
As if I would remember that.
The witness noticed the straps on the accused's apron. He's unlikely to make a mistake about her face.
Oh, that's right. I can even tell you the color of the ribbon in her hair. It was red.
So you see, there's nothing wrong with the witness' eyesight.
Huh.
There's no doubt that he remembers the waitress pretty well. What should I do? I get the feeling that there's somehow more to this.
Let's ask about this. The identifying features you described are all things that you would see from the back.
So what?
Well, is it possible that you never saw the waitress from the front? At all?
Objection!
He's got you there, Gramps.
People normally talk about facial features when they're asked to describe someone. But this witness testimony is nothing about but that ass.
This is harassment!
Harassment.
I tell you, I'm not obsessed with straps or ribbons or that ass. I'm just telling you what I saw. Smack. Mr. Kudo, the court requests that you add details about any identifying features. Features you observed from the front, that is, to testimony. Sure.
This old man's testimony is getting longer and longer. And if I can't find any holes in it soon, it'll get even longer, I bet.
There wasn't anything that caught my interest about the waitress when I saw her from the front.
You didn't find anything to be distinct, but you clearly remember the waitress' face, yes?
No question about it. I didn't go this far to back down. Now Victor Kudo never backs out.
That's not the answer I was looking for, but okay. This has turned into a matter of pride for the old CD now, I guess. I wonder if he really did see Maggie's face or not. Like I thought, we need some concrete proof. Proof that the old guy didn't see the waitress clearly from the front. Do you think old CD's really saw Maggie do it? Well, he probably had his eye on the waitress the whole time. That's why he was there. But he was there for the cute outfits, right? Not the waitress. I guess. She makes a good point, though. Hey, did I just say something clever? I wonder if the waitress Mr. Kudo saw... It was Maggie. That's what we have to figure out, Nick. I don't know if you guys remember from the first stream that we met somebody else in the restaurant. It could possibly be. Okay, so you son of a bitch. You son of a bitch, I'm in. That one. Her apron straps were loose. He didn't notice her messy ass apron. He didn't see her glasses or nothing. But this one. Their outfit, but anyone can wear it. Okay, that's different. No, okay. That was that one. What was the one where? Oh, then this one? Objection! There was one where it gave me 3 options. Was it not that one either? Okay, fine. Fuck you. Okay, fine. You know what? Wait, messy ass apron. You like that? You like? Oh. Okay. Well, I took a guess. I would like you to take a look at this, please.
That filthy thing would shoot a filth like you just perfectly. Actually, it reminds me of what my grandson looks like just after he's done eating.
Have you ever seen this before?
Of course I haven't. Do you think I'd forget something as dirty as that? Well, you half-witted clot.
Got it.
What? What is it? Ever since I said you half-witted clot, there's been an eerie silence in here.
Mr. Kudo, this apron is the apron worn by the defendant on the day of the poisoning.
Huh?
And you just said yourself you wouldn't forget something like this. Which means if you had really seen this apron before. Yes, you know what I'm getting at. You couldn't have possibly seen the waitress from the front.
Oops! Smack! Witness! You can't just oops your way out of this one!
well, looks like we finally have a genuine trial on our hands. Listen, Trite, here are the facts. On the day of the incident, there was only one waitress in the restaurant.
Would that be the defendant, Miss Maggie Bird?
Exactly. And when that one waitress put the poison into the coffee cup, this old guy was watching.
Oh, I hope you understand the gravity of the situation, Mr. Kudo. The fate of the defendant may rest on what you say you remember seeing.
Just tell the court exactly what you saw, Gramps.
You can't rely on me, Captain. My nugget's in perfect working order. I can't remember a single occasion when I forgot what a burger a customer wanted.
He can't remember. Probably more like he messed up so many times he's blocking it out.
Crack. Well, very well. Let's test just how good your memory is. Yeah, just fucking tell us what you remember with the victim. He was another one of those pesky young types wearing a broken pair of spectacles. He had a newspaper in his right hand, and a noisy brat was just kept rustling its pages. The young man was listening to the wireless. I remember that well. And then the serving girl in the question brought over the Javachino. The little fidget picked up this coffee with a free hand and took a sip. The testimony we've heard just now is how to test how credible the witness's memory was. It seems to me that he remembers the victim in a great deal of detail. Oh yes, I hate those you-know-what types are so vague about everything.
How are we going to handle this, Nick? We only have to do one thing. We just need to prove that the old man's memory is shit. Just trip him up, you mean? Isn't that kind of cruel? I suppose, but it's what I do best. Did I? I thought I read that. Face that looks more like the above, but more scarred and bruised. No, the plant face above the bruised and scarred plant face was a mechanical mask. I'm too tired to visually picture this, but I'm thinking like a steampunk plant totem pole something. It's kind of badass.
Spectacles!
Spectacles?
Spectacles! Dark glasses to you. One of those lenses was green, and the other was broken. You fangled rubbish. That's why I remember him so well.
He had a scouter from Dragon Ball Z. He did have some kind of lens over the eye, but I wouldn't have called it a pair of glasses.
Well, he seems to have been wearing some rather modern-looking shades.
He got that Google Glass from the 90s.
Perhaps I should take to wearing some and rival Mr. Goda's sharp appearance.
We better come up with something sharp and quick. I guess I'll wait and see if I should challenge him about the spectacles.
He had a newspaper in his right hand, and the noisy brat kept wrestling its pages.
The newspaper was a sports paper, wasn't it?
That young hooligan, I nearly gassed him. Can't you even read without feeding? How was I supposed to be able to read the back page with all that rustling going on? I needed to find out if Guts and Brawn would take this championship title.
It was his paper, not yours. If you wanted to know so bad, why didn't you just buy your own?
What are you looking at me like that for? How dare you judge me?
Ow! 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 Stop! Guts and Braun got beaten yesterday, by the way. Anyway.
The young man was listening to a wireless. I remember that well.
The wireless?
Yeah, that decadent young rascal. In my day, it was one or the other. Read the newspaper or listen to the wireless.
Oh, boy.
And using an earpiece? It's selfish, is what it is. I was straining my ears, but I couldn't catch any of it.
Was he that desperate to listen to the radio?
What are you looking at me for like? How dare you feel sorry for me?
Ow! Ow! Stop! Seeds!
Then a Chevy girl in question brought over the cappuccino.
You mean the waitress, who you only saw that ass from, right?
You're one of those, aren't you? You never let anything go, isn't that right?
Maybe.
What does it matter if I saw from the front or the back? Ow! My hands on the... Ow! God!
Oh my god! I pushed into it, got some hard evidence. I got some in my nose.
The little fidget picked up the cup with his free hand and took a shot.
His free hand?
Yeah.
Well, which hand was that?
Weren't you listening before, you cloth ears? I said he was wrestling the newspaper with his right hand, didn't I? If his free hand wasn't his right hand, then which hand was it, you moron?
Perhaps the great Mr. Trite has 3 hands. Yeesh, I was only asking! No need to put me on fucking blast, man! The whole point of this cross-examination is to establish just one thing. That this old guy's memory has more holes than a slice of Swiss. I guess we just need to find a contradiction in his testimony somewhere, huh? Like the whole series? Anything will do, even the smallest detail. We just have to find a mistake. His mistake, not my mistake. I don't need no mistakes. Think of saying Dragons, where Genji takes off his mask. Ah. I gotcha. I gotcha. So... This. I don't know if we have the handwriting analysis. That's not gonna show us anything. How about that there coffee cup? There's fingerprints on it, but we don't know. This is bugging me. I don't know what's present, but I know it has to be this one. Something be fucky here. Smells like bitch. There's nothing else I can present here. It's about the cup. Let's just present the cup. Yay! I did it.
Mr. Kudo, do you remember what you were told at the start of the testimony? That this was a way of testing the credibility of your memory?
I know, there's nothing wrong with my memory, I tell you. Nothing! If I got anything wrong, I'll eat the sheets and sing like the picture song.
Can you tell us where this is going, Trite? According to Mr. Kudo, the victim was holding the paper in his right hand, while drinking coffee with his free hand, which would make that the left.
What is this, kindergarten?
But I would like the court to please take a look at this. Oh, yeah, where the mouth stain is.
Well, that's the cup the victim used, correct?
Yeah, on the rim, you'll see the mark left by the victim's lips.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's a stain left there by the coffee.
If you consider where that stain is, you'll clearly see that the victim was holding the cup in his right hand.
But how?
Well, Mr. Kudo, the court is waiting for your epic performance. You said you'd eat those seeds and sing the pigeon song!
Smack! Mr. Kudo, I'm afraid this is simply not acceptable.
I think the witness had better go back to the park where he came from.
Wait! If you think I'm gonna stand here and listen to you tell me I'm mad, you're wrong. I don't care about that coffee cup. I know what I saw. You still insist on your testimony? That young brat was holding a cup in his left hand. Oh, yes, no question. I'm a good law-abiding citizen, I am. It's that dead young hot-butted you spiky-haired yahoo were at fault.
Who, me?
Thank you, old man. We've heard quite enough from you already. Don't call me old man, old man. Been around for 68 years, I have. You can't ignore me. Listen to what I've got to say! Smack! I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but...
Sure. Why not hear a little more?
Mr. Godot!
But this is my 16th cup of coffee, so this is your final stand.
Thank you, Captain, or you can rely on Victor. The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs. He kept fiddling with it all the time. He were fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, and then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand. We noticed the victim was wearing an unusual monocle over his left eye.
It wasn't a monocle, Your Honor. It was a small computer monitor often used by programmers.
A monitor? You mean like a television screen?
The inside of the lens is a screen that displays computer data. It's called an HMD. It's a common tool in the victim's line of work.
HDTV, DVD, CD, and all these newfangled letters drive me mad, but they don't matter. I know what I saw, and I'm telling the truth.
It's true. He doesn't seem to be lying.
Those are the facts in good old black and white.
And green. Oh my god, so stuffy.
The boy was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the green lens of his specs.
So the victim was wearing an HMD.
There's so many letters, what does it matter?
It was none of those, actually, but anyway. Are you sure that he was wearing the earpiece on the same side?
No question. I could only see the side of his head from where I was sitting.
Yeah, that's pretty obvious if you look at the floor plans. For the opposite table, he'd have only a view of the side of the victim's head.
He kept fiddling with it all the time.
It seems like you kept an eye on Mr. Glidell.
He was getting on my nerves, wrestling that newspaper and fiddling with his earpiece all the time. And then he went and made all that fuss dying for one sip of Javachino. I wanted to say to him, calm down, you young brat. Just looking at him made me suddenly speed up my seed eating. I could have choked.
So I take it the victim was a walking ball of nervous energy.
He was fiddling with it just before he picked up the cup, too.
The earpiece you mentioned, which hand did the victim touch it with?
You're one of those people, aren't you? You're the type that uses your left hand to get things out of your right pocket. Or fastens your left cuff with your right hand. And when the tour guide says, on your right you'll see the famous blah blah, you're the only one that deliberately looks left, well, aren't you?
No, I didn't.
I'm Seriously, he used a hand on the same side of his body that the earpiece was in.
Why? So if he had the HMD on the left side, I guess it was his left hand then.
And then he used the same hand to pick up the cup, his left hand.
You seem very sure of yourself, Mr. Kudo.
That's because I know what I saw, no matter what tricks you try to play on me.
It looks like he really did see the guy picking up the cup of coffee with his left hand. Is that end? Well, Nick, what do you think? I think the guy's telling the truth. But even so, something's not quite right.
Then chuck evidence at him until he breaks.
But if he's not lying, there wouldn't be any contradictions in his testimony, right? Okay, alright. Da, 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 da. The earpiece was on the left side. The glasses were on the left side. He was fiddling with his earpiece on the left side, and then he picked up the cup with his left hand? No. No. No! 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 Do I have a pick? Okay. Oh my god, how do I show that? I'm not sure if that shows anything though. Maybe I just gotta show his picture. Left eardrum was ruptured. Okay, so this. Okay. I'm not even sure what the relevance of this is, but Mr. Kudo, there's something very strange about your observations of that victim.
What?
You say he was wearing the earpiece on the same side as the HMD.
No question, you're gonna lock me up if I'm wrong. It was his left ear, without a doubt. I could only see the side of his head from where I was sitting.
I don't think so.
What did you say?
You're no doubt unaware of this fact, Mr. Kudo, but the victim couldn't hear with his left ear. Oh yeah, that's not what I was going for, but that's also true. Traces of medication for his condition were found in his ear canal. That's right, it's impossible that the victim was wearing his earpiece in his left ear, because he couldn't even hear in that ear.
Is that true, Mon Capitan?
It is.
Smack! Smack! Oh my gosh, smack! Order! Order! Order!
This witness's testimony is completely unreliable. He only saw the waitress from behind, and he claims that the victim was wearing an earpiece when we know that his eardrum was ruptured. Well, Mr. Godot, a single drop of milk is all it takes to destroy the pure black magic in a cup. This old man is my drop of milk.
Captain, are you calling me a drip? Smack! This is the victim's coffee cup in which the potassium cyanide was found. The mark on the rim clearly shows the victim picked it up with his right hand. I'll never back down. I know I'm right. And the lead drink is out with his left hand.
Let me put you out of your misery. Clearly, the victim used both hands. He took a sip with the coffee cup held in his right hand and then switched to his left. That's what the old man saw. No. Impossible. The witness has already testified on numerous occasions that the victim died immediately after taking just one sip of coffee. Which hand the victim used to pick up his cup is relevant, Your Honor. The fact still stands with one hand out of the other. Mr. L drank the poisoned coffee like this! Sadly, Mr. Godot, that doesn't wash. The point of this testimony was to establish whether the victim's wet memory was credible. And the results are clear. The testimony given by this witness is bullshit.
I believe it's time to conclude today's proceedings. I am satisfied that the witness is not deceiving the court. But, to be frank, his testimony is a farce. Did you have to be so frank? Take down your promise, illness. I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo. You can't reach me from there.
The seats just falling in front of the judge. Just scattering him in front of him. I don't know. To me, that's funny.
I'm ordering the defense and the prosecution to investigate this case further. That is all for now. This court is adjourned. I've had enough. Wait! If we stop now, what does that leave me?
Leave you, Mr. Kudo?
That's a bull-suited upstart up there. I'm just a bubbling old man who can't even dot his T's or cross his eyes now.
How's your bad memory my fault?
I'm sorry, Mr. Kudo, but there's nothing I can do. I've kept my mouth shut until now, but there's something else that the court should know.
What?
There's more? To be perfectly honest, it might not be anything, but I want another chance. I want to crack at you, you young shark.
Me? He's looking at me like some sort of evil shogun.
Well, everyone, what do you say to one final showdown? The final chapter in this eccentrical scrapbook.
Sorry, Gramps. I've already had my 17th cup of coffee.
What have you got to lose, Captain? I'll give you all the cappuccino you want if you come to my house after the trial. I may be 68 years old, but Victor Kudo is still a man! Smack! That's enough, witness. I believe it'll be quicker for the court just to hear your testimony. Much quicker!
What? I can't believe this is happening.
You better get rid of yourself.
I get the picture! Just quit throwing seeds at me, would you? He's gotta be using some sort of infinite ammo code with a box of seeds. He'd be doing the up, up, down, down. Left, right, B, A, B.
First of all, I want to stress that this might be nothing. I'm not too sure myself. The young boy slumped over the table as soon as he took one sip of cappuccino. Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase. He knocked it right over. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked. Well, how about that? Two things upside down, huh?
Is that all?
Yes, that's all. I remember perfectly. Huh? Johnny Megan! Oh, you're doubting a poor defenseless old man.
Oh, we're not doubting you, Mr. Kudo. Don't you get the feeling that there's a question hanging from everyone's lips, Nick? Yeah. So what? Probably. That's all I can think of, and I have to cross-examine this guy.
Yeah, Burberry. That's why it's all you can think of.
Shrek, very well. Mr. Wright, your final cross-examination, please. Please be brief. I have to pee.
First of all, I want to stress that this might mean nothing. I'm not too sure myself.
The court generally prefers it if witnesses are sure of themselves.
Noisy brat! I'm warning you, I'm more savage than a macho man right now. You won't beat me with this testimony, and this is the final battle.
Ow! Ow! Oh! He's chucking those seeds harder than ever! I better be careful. Come on, Nick. Nail him.
Young boy stopped over the table as soon as he took one sip of his cappuccino.
The court has already heard that testimony, Mr. Kudo.
I know that! I was just setting the mood! How else am I supposed to build up the suspense?
The suspense?
Yes, now what do you think? Should I work the audience a bit more? No, please, continue, Mr. Kudo, as quickly as possible. All right, where was I? Yes, the young boy slept over the table, and... Well, the clumsy idiot upset the vase, or the vase. He knocked it right over.
Wait, the vase. A vase, you say?
Yes, there are vases all over the table in that place. There are accidents waiting to happen. They're practically begging to be knocked over.
Well, he's right about there being vases. I do remember seeing them too. There was a vase on the table when I ate lunch there. And you saw the moment when the victim actually knocked over the vase?
Well, it's hard to say. It's a bit unclear. How do you really define?
Okay, I get it.
I've heard it break, and I decided to burn into my memory as clear as day. It broke, and the strip of cloth covering the table got completely soaked.
Soaked in water, you mean?
Yes, it splashed me on the knee as well.
You said you were sitting at the table across the room from the victim, correct? And yet the water still managed to splash onto you?
It was cold. I couldn't remember splashing on me.
Could the water really made it all the way to the other side of the room?
Well, how about that? Turn things upside down, huh?
You mean the vase on the victim's table falling upside down and breaking?
The vase turned upside down, and my testimony is turning this case upside down. It's a joke. I just want everyone to hear it. What do you think, Captain?
I'm impressed by your ability to waste time. Oh, Godad's raising objections for one now.
So you young show off with that scrap of information. I'm throwing out that gauntlet. If I lose this one, I'll take it like a man and admit defeat.
He's really giving you the evil eye, Maya. It's you he's looking at, Nick, not me. It's like he's saying, I triple dog dare you to find a contradiction, youngin. I guess I'll just have to rise to the challenge then. Okay, Boomer. Oh my god, I'm getting more stuffy. Oh my god, okay. Oh, he didn't knock it over, you lying fucker. Mr. Kudo, this is a photograph of the crime scene.
So what?
Look carefully at the table. The vase is there, intact.
Oh,
Lost your tongue, Granddad?
I'm no grander than yours, hopscotch!
Ow! Oh, ow!
Enough! Oh my god, if you don't even see in this courtroom, the cleaners will be here all night! Oh. What is it now? I just remembered something.
Yes, go on.
The broken vase. It was on my table.
What?
Well, you see, it startled me when that youngin' collapsed, and so I stood up, and that must have been when it fell over in the vase on my table, I mean. The vase at your table? Yes, it was on my table. That's how my groin came to be completely soaked.
Thank you, Mr. Kudo. You've certainly earned your kudos for today.
And that's a question now. Have I been of any use at all?
Perhaps something you should reflect on yourself, Mr. Kudo.
Wait a minute. If that's the case, there's more. I've got to say more. Oh, yes, I remember something else. Smack! Bailiff! Escort the witness out of this courtroom! Wait, listen to me! Well, we seem to have been considerably sidetracked, and I'm still not in a position to deliver a verdict. The defendant has not been positively identified as the waitress in question. Additionally, there are two disparities in the testimony we've heard thus far. The mark on the coffee cup, and the victim supposedly drank from his left hand. And the earpiece that was inserted to his left ear, out of which he couldn't hear. Wow, Nick, you did it! I therefore require that both the defense and the prosecution further investigate the facts. Yes, Your Honor. And there's one more thing before I call today's session to an end. What? One more thing, Your Honor? The witness we just heard from, he is mostly insistent that the testimony be of use. So he summarized it accordingly into his statement.
Okay.
You may each have a copy of it if you wish.
Whatever. The prosecution doesn't need prompts like that.
Kodak's really mad, huh?
Well, yeah, I would be too.
Very well. Here you are, then, Mr. Wright. There are 3 copies, my own and yours and Mr. Kodak's.
Yes, Your Honor.
When this occurred, I broke the face of a seat. Sorry.
I'm sorry? This isn't a piece of testimony. It's more like a 5-year-old's apology. What the heck are we supposed to do with 3 copies?
Smack! This is all. That's all. Get the fuck out of here.
To be continued. Thank God my nose can't take it anymore. I'm so stuffy. I am the double stuff Oreo. Okay, I can't do any more feedings, right? I put all my energy to it. I'm exhausted. But hopefully I was somewhat entertaining for you. So thank you for joining me for this stream. Despite my stuffiness, I'm going to stream something else here shortly. Once I get some food. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys soon.